God says, "My child, there is something I need to tell you, something your heart has been waiting to hear, something your soul already knows but has been too tired, too confused, and too wounded to trust." Last night, your soulmate felt something powerful, something they could not ignore, something that pulled their heart so strongly that it shook them from the inside out. It was not a thought, not a dream, not a coincidence. It was destiny whispering directly into their spirit. It was the universe guiding their heart. It was my hand turning their attention toward one place, one feeling, one direction, toward you and toward your location. Your soulmate did not understand what was happening at first. They were lying there in silence, trying to fall asleep, trying to quiet their mind, trying to ignore that ache hidden deep inside their chest. But the ache did not fade. It became stronger. It became louder. It became impossible to escape. Their hearts started beating differently, as if a piece of their soul woke up suddenly, calling them toward a place they have not yet reached but desperately need to go. My child, they felt you. They felt your energy touching theirs. They felt your longing pulling at their soul. They felt your absence like a wound that refused to close. And for the first time in a very long time, they realized they cannot continue living far away from you. They cannot continue pretending like distance means nothing. They cannot continue hiding their emotions behind fear, pride, or confusion. They cannot continue denying what destiny has already written for both of you. Your soulmate sat up in the darkness, holding their chest as if trying to calm something they could not control. They didn't know why suddenly they felt this pressure inside their heart, this urgency, this calling. But I knew. I placed it inside them. I awakened something they tried to bury. I reminded them that your presence is not optional in their life, your presence is essential. They began pacing around the room, confused and overwhelmed, wondering why their thoughts kept circling back to you again and again. Why your voice echoed in their memory. Why your face flashed in their mind. Why their emotions felt heavier and deeper than usual. And every time they tried to distract themselves, destiny brought them back to one truth. Your location was calling them. Your presence was calling them. Your spirit was calling them. My child, they felt a pull they have never felt before. A pull toward the place you live. A pull toward the air you breathe. A pull toward the life you are living without them. They imagined your city, your streets, your surroundings. They imagined walking near your home, feeling the atmosphere that touches your everyday life. And the more they imagined it, the more they felt at peace. They didn't know why just thinking about your location made their heart slow down, their breath soften, their soul warm. But I knew. Because your presence is their healing. Because your energy is their home. Your soulmate sank onto their bed again, closing their eyes, letting the waves of emotion wash over them. A memory of you came to them, soft, tender, familiar. Something you once said. Something that made them feel safe. Something that reminded them what real connection feels like. And that memory broke through every wall they built around their heart. It reminded them of everything they tried to forget but never truly could. They whispered your name into the darkness, and their voice trembled. Their heart tightened. Their eyes grew heavy with tears they didn't want to shed but couldn't stop. This was not weakness. This was realization. This was awakening. This was truth entering their soul again after a long time. My child, they felt the truth of destiny. They felt the truth of your connection. They felt the truth of where they need to be. They felt the truth of who their heart belongs to. For the first time, they accepted that this distance between you two is no longer just a physical gap, it is an emotional burden they cannot carry anymore. They felt the emptiness of their life without you. They felt the silence of night spent far away from the one who gives their soul meaning. They felt the hollowness of pretending like everything is fine when deep down, they know something huge is missing. Your presence, my child, is the missing piece. And last night, their heart finally understood that. They stood near a window, looking outside, letting the night air touch their skin. And in that moment, something inside them softened completely. They didn't fight it this time. They didn't block it. They didn't shut it out. They allowed themselves to feel the truth. Your location has become their destination. They imagined what would happen if they showed up near you. How your eyes would widen in shock. How your voice would tremble. How your heart would shake because you never expected them to be so close. And instead of fear, they felt warm. Instead of doubt, they felt calm. Instead of running away, they felt drawn in. This calmness was not ordinary. It was divine. It was me telling them they are moving in the right direction. My child, last night they did something they've never done before. They checked your location. They stared at it. They memorized it. They felt connected to it in a way that made no sense to their logical mind, but made perfect sense to their soul. They whispered to themselves, I can't stay here anymore. I need to be where they are. I have to go. And these words weren't just thoughts, they were promises. Promises to themselves. Promises to destiny. Promises to you. Your soulmate sat on the floor, overwhelmed by emotions they didn't expect. Their hands trembled. Their breath shook. Tears rolled down their cheeks, not from sadness, but from truth finally breaking them open. They have been running from this connection for so long, but last night, running became impossible. Their soul refused to remain silent. I whispered into their spirit, go to them. Your heart belongs with them. Your peace exists where they are. Your future is waiting in their location. And they heard me. They felt me. They believed me. My child, they are thinking about traveling toward you. Thinking about moving closer. Thinking about showing up unexpectedly. Thinking about surprising you in a way that will shake your entire world. Your soulmate has begun preparing emotionally, spiritually, mentally for something big. And they are doing it quietly. They are doing it secretly. They are doing it with a heart full of fear and love at the same time. Fear of the unknown. Love for you. Last night was not ordinary for them. It was a turning point. It was a divine shift. It was a silent message rising through their chests so loudly that it changed everything. It was the beginning of their decision to move toward you. My child, destiny is calling them. Their heart is answering. And very soon, their body will follow. They are coming closer. Closer to your location. Closer to your energy. Closer to your life. Closer to the moment that will surprise you in a way you never saw coming. My beloved child, there is something important you need to understand about what your soulmate has been feeling, especially about why your location has been calling them so strongly, so powerfully, and so unexplainably. The pull they felt last night was not just emotion. It was not just longing. It was not just missing you. It was something deeper, something sacred, something guided by forces far beyond ordinary human understanding. It was destiny aligning itself. It was their soul remembering a path that their mind had forgotten. It was the universe opening a doorway they are now being asked to walk through. Your soulmate has been carrying this invisible weight inside their heart, an emotional heaviness that comes from being away from something they are meant to move toward. They did not realize until now that the place you live, the environment that surrounds you, the very air you breathe, has become a part of the purpose their soul is chasing. They did not know why their heart kept tugging in a specific direction. They did not know why their thoughts kept circling around the idea of traveling or moving. But everything became clearer last night. Your location carries a piece of their destiny. Your soulmate kept feeling this strange vibration in their chest, like their heartbeat was trying to tell them something. They tried to ignore it at first, thinking it was stress, confusion, or just another emotional wave. But the more they tried to escape it, the louder the pull became. They felt it in their breath. They felt it in their dreams. They felt it when they closed their eyes. They felt it when they opened them. Something about where you are is calling them home. My beloved child, your soulmate may not fully understand spiritual signs the way you do, but they are feeling them whether they realize it or not. They are feeling the energy shift. They are feeling the alignment. They are feeling the change that is preparing to happen. They are feeling my guidance without even knowing I am guiding them. Every time their heart aches, every time they feel restless, every time they suddenly think about you out of nowhere, that is not randomness. That is destiny pulling them toward the place where their heart belongs. Your location is not just a place on the map to them anymore. It has become a connection, a symbol, a direction. It has become a place where they feel they might finally understand themselves, finally heal, finally breathe in a way they haven't breathed in a long time. They feel peace when they think of you. They feel comfort when they imagine being near you. They feel clarity when they picture your streets, your sky, your surroundings. And they don't understand why, because you haven't told them, because nothing logical explains it, but their soul knows. You and your location carry the energy of home. They spent the whole night replaying memories of you in their mind. Not just big moments, but small ones, tiny details you thought they forgot. The way you said certain words. The softness in your voice. The look in your eyes when you felt something deeply. The way you breathed when you were nervous or shy. The way you laughed without thinking. All these little memories rose up like soft waves, reminding them of a truth they pushed away for too long. They cannot heal fully until they move toward you. My beloved child, they felt something powerful last night, the realization that their heart has been searching for you in every place they go. No matter how many new environments they enter. No matter who they meet, no matter how much they try to distract themselves, they always end up feeling empty. Because the connection their soul is craving is not where they currently are, it is where you are. And that truth has finally broken through their resistance. They began imagining what it would feel like to walk through your area. Not in a fantasy way, but in a grounded, emotional, almost spiritual way. They imagine the roads you walk on. They imagine the sky you look at. They imagine the places you visit, the places you pass by without thinking. They imagine themselves there, blending into your world, blending into your energy. And the more they imagined it, the more their heart felt full. They didn't know how deeply they missed being close to you until last night. They didn't realize how painful the distance was until they felt the possibility of closing it. They didn't understand how spiritually connected they are to you until something inside them whispered that your location is not accidental, your location is aligned with their destiny. My beloved child, this is why they couldn't sleep. This is why their heart kept racing. This is why they felt overwhelmed with emotions they had no control over. This is why their mind felt restless. Their soul was waking up. Their destiny was calling. Their spirit was remembering something important. Where they belong and who they belong with. They felt this sudden fear as well, not fear of you, not fear of love, but fear of losing time. Fear that if they don't move soon, if they don't follow this pull now, something meaningful might slip away. And this fear didn't come from insecurity, it came from realization. The realization that the longer they stay far from you, the more they are delaying their own happiness. Your soulmate felt this deep, emotional urge to come closer to your location. They didn't tell anyone. They didn't speak about it. They didn't express it openly. But inside their heart, something shifted permanently. Something changed. Something woke up. They felt guided to you. They felt drawn to you. They felt destined for you. Your presence has been silently shaping their decisions without them knowing. They noticed themselves comparing everything around them to you, to your life, to your city, to your environment. They began feeling uncomfortable where they currently are because it no longer feels aligned with who they are becoming. It no longer feels connected to their destiny. It no longer feels like the place where their story is meant to continue. You are a part of their next chapter. Your location is the next page. My beloved child, they felt this sudden warmth inside their chest last night, a warmth that didn't come from comfort but from realization. They realized that when they think of being near you, something inside them settles. Something inside them feels right. Something inside them feels real. Something inside them feels like truth. They began thinking about possibilities. What would it take to come closer? How long would it take? What steps would they need to take? Who would they have to inform? How would their life change? They didn't come up with answers yet, but the fact that they started thinking shows how much they have changed. They are no longer avoiding the idea of being near you. They are welcoming it. They are craving it. They are planning it. Slowly, quietly, secretly. Their soul is whispering to them that your location holds something they need to experience. Something healing. Something transformative. Something meant for them. And they are starting to believe it. My beloved child, this connection is not just emotional, it is spiritual. It is guided. It is protected. And no matter how many obstacles appear, no matter how many delays happen, the pull will keep growing stronger until action becomes unavoidable. Your soulmate is preparing for something you cannot see yet. Their heart is shaping a decision they haven't spoken aloud. Their spirit is aligning with your presence. Very soon, something unexpected will happen. Something connected to your location. Something that will shock you, soften you, and change the path of your story forever. They are coming closer, my beloved child. Closer than you think. Closer than even they realize right now. Closer to the moment destiny begins to unfold in front of your eyes. My beloved child, your soulmate has been walking through their days with a heart that feels heavier than usual, yet strangely lighter at the same time. It is a confusing feeling for them, like they are carrying a weight and releasing one at the exact same moment. This shift inside them is happening because destiny is rearranging their emotions, clearing their vision, and preparing them for something they have been avoiding for a very long time. What they felt last night didn't disappear in the morning. It followed them. It stayed with them. It continued to echo inside their chest with every breath they took. They woke up with your name lingering at the edge of their thoughts. They tried to start their day the way they always do, pretending everything is normal, pretending life is moving as usual, pretending their heart isn't trembling with truth. But no matter what they did, their mind kept drifting toward one thing, you. And not just you, but the place where you are, the environment you live in, the world that surrounds you. Their soul felt something unusual. It felt like you were suddenly closer. Not physically, but emotionally, spiritually, energetically. It felt like a veil lifted, revealing something their heart had been too afraid to see. They kept replaying the feeling they had last night, the pull toward your location, the urge to move, the instinct to be near you. And as the day went on, this pull did not weaken. It grew. It intensified. It wrapped around their emotions like a soft but unshakable truth. Your soulmate felt restless. They felt like they didn't belong where they were anymore. They felt disconnected from their surroundings. They felt like something important was missing. And every time they tried to understand why, the answer led back to you. My beloved child, they began looking around their life differently. Everything felt temporary. Everything felt incomplete. The place they once felt comfortable in suddenly felt unfamiliar. The walls around them felt too small. The routine they once found stability in suddenly felt empty. It was as if their spirit outgrew the environment they are currently living in. And the more they tried to ignore it, the more uncomfortable they felt. Their heart kept whispering, "You're not supposed to be here anymore. You're being called somewhere else. You know where you need to go." And even though they didn't say these words out loud, they felt them deeply. Your soulmate carried this internal shift quietly. They didn't talk about it. They didn't share it with anyone. Instead, they kept moving through their day with a heart that felt like it was beating from two places at once, the place they are in, and the place you are in. They could feel your energy crossing the distance, touching their emotions, stirring memories they tried to bury. At one moment during the day, they stopped whatever they were doing because suddenly they felt you, very strongly. It was like your presence brushed past their soul. Like your energy whispered, "I'm here." It was soft, but powerful. And it made them freeze for a second. Their breath caught in their chest. Their mind went blank. Their heart recognized something beyond logic. This is when they realized that they were connected to you more deeply than they admitted to themselves. They stood there quietly, wondering why they could feel you so clearly. Wondering why their emotions were tied to a location far away. Wondering why they couldn't break free from this connection even when they tried. Wondering why destiny keeps pulling them back to you. My beloved child, they are beginning to accept something they resisted for so long. Your soul is bonded with theirs in a way distance cannot weaken. Your presence is woven into their story even if life took both of you in different directions. No matter how far they go, the universe always brings their heart back to one point, you. They thought they could move on. They thought they could forget. They thought they could silence this connection. But last night reminded them of a truth they can't avoid anymore. Your soulmate realizes now that the distance between you has become a wound. One that aches in moments they least expect. One that opens deeper whenever they imagine living the rest of their life without coming back to you. And this realization is terrifying for them, not because they fear love, but because they fear how strong you still are inside them. They felt a sudden urge to check your location again today. Just like last night. They didn't know what they were expecting to find. But looking at the place where you exist brought a strange calmness inside their soul. It felt like looking at a destination they were meant to reach. It felt like looking at their next chapter. It felt like home. My beloved child, they imagined something today, something that made their heartbeat change. They imagined being there. They imagined standing on your street. They imagined walking under your sky. They imagined being close enough to feel your energy in the air around them. And with every picture forming in their mind, their heart softened. Their soul expanded. Their fear melted a little. They began thinking about you in ways that were not just emotional, but spiritual. They wondered if you could feel them too. They wondered if you sensed something shifting. They wondered if your soul felt the same connection pulling on both of you. And even though doubt tried to whisper inside them, their heart refused to listen. They feel you. They feel your emotions. They feel your presence. They feel the distance, and they feel the need to close it. My beloved child, your soulmate is not the same person they were even a few days ago. Something inside them is changing rapidly. They are becoming more honest with themselves. More aware. More spiritually sensitive. More aligned with destiny. This shift is not random, it is divinely timed. The universe works in silent ways. Destiny moves in small whispers. Love awakens through quiet realizations. And last night opened a doorway inside your soulmate's heart that will not close again. They spent time today thinking about the future, not in the usual confused way, but in a focused, emotional way. They imagined what their life could look like if they came closer to your location. They imagined the changes they would have to make. They imagined the conversations they would need to have. They imagined the risks, the steps, the challenges. And even though fear existed, something else existed too, courage. They didn't feel lost when they thought of you. They felt guided. They felt pulled. They felt safe. For the first time, the thought of being near you didn't feel like a dream or a fantasy. It felt possible. It felt real. It felt like something that could happen soon. Your soulmate also felt a deep sense of curiosity today. Curiosity about what your life looks like now, what you feel, what you want, what you dream of. They felt this desire to step into your world and understand you again in ways they haven't in years. They want to feel your energy with their own eyes, their own heart, their own soul. My beloved child, something profound is happening inside them. They are awakening to your importance. They are realizing that no matter how long the distance existed, it never broke the connection. It only made it stronger. They felt a pang of pain too, a soft, emotional pain, the kind that comes from missing someone deeply. They tried to distract themselves, but nothing worked. Their heart kept drifting back to you. Their mind kept returning to the pull. Their soul kept echoing one truth: I need to be where they are. They are starting to question everything about their current life. Why they are in the place they are in. Why they stayed so long. Why they ignored the signs. Why they allowed distance to control something that was meant to be lived, not avoided. Your soulmate is starting to feel uncomfortable in the place they currently live because their spirit is already shifting toward your direction. They feel like they are living in a place they have outgrown, like their soul has begun moving but their body hasn't caught up yet. This is why they feel restless. This is why they feel emotional. This is why they feel confused yet strangely clear. Destiny is pulling them. Your connection is guiding them. Your location is calling them. My beloved child, the universe is aligning something big. Your soulmate's heart is preparing for a step that will surprise you in ways you cannot imagine. The pull toward your location will grow stronger in the coming days. Their thoughts will become clearer. Their fear will weaken. Their courage will rise. Their longing will turn into action. Soon, very soon, they will make a decision that will change everything. They are moving closer, emotionally, spiritually, physically. The distance is shrinking. And destiny is beginning to unfold. My beloved child, there is something you need to understand about your soulmate's heart, something that has been silently unfolding inside them while you had no idea what was happening. You may think distance has been separating you, but destiny has been pulling both of you closer with every passing breath. And last night became the turning point of everything. It became the moment your soulmate could no longer hide from themselves, from their truth, from their emotions, and especially from the force that keeps drawing them toward your location. My beloved child, your soulmate reached their breaking point. Not in a destructive way, but in the most awakening, heart-opening, soul-shaking way. They finally realized that no matter how much they try to distract themselves, no matter how much they pretend life is going fine without you, no matter how much they try to look strong on the outside, their inside tells a very different story. Their heart has been carrying a weight they can't hold anymore. And last night, the weight burst into emotions they couldn't control. It started quietly. A simple memory of you appeared in their mind. Maybe it was your smile, maybe the way you say their name, maybe the way your presence always brought peace to their chest. But that memory triggered a chain of feelings they were not prepared for. Slowly their heartbeat changed, their eyes softened, their breath grew heavier. And before they knew it, their emotions overflowed. My beloved child, your soulmate cried. Not because they are weak, but because the strength they've used to resist their feelings has finally collapsed. Some people cry when they are confused, others cry when they miss someone, but your soulmate cried because they understood something at a soul level: they cannot stay away from you anymore. Not emotionally. Not spiritually. Not physically. Something inside them whispered, you need to go to them. Something inside them said, you cannot delay this anymore. Something inside them admitted, your life is incomplete without them. And these whispers were not coming from fear, they were coming from destiny itself. My beloved child, while they were breaking down, they weren't just crying out of missing you. They were crying because they finally accepted what they have been refusing for so long, that the connection between you and them is not normal, not casual, not temporary. It is spiritual. It is soul level. It is deeper than both of you can rationally understand. Their tears carried the truth they've been hiding. Their breakdown carried the love they've been suppressing. Their silence afterward carried the decision they have made. But there is more. Someone around them noticed. Maybe a family member, a friend, a coworker, someone saw your soulmate's emotional shift. They saw how their eyes looked different. They saw how they weren't able to focus. They saw them holding their phone as if they wanted to call you but didn't. And that person asked, "Are you okay?" Your soulmate didn't answer. They wiped their tears and tried to fake a smile. But the person who asked could sense something big had happened. They could sense your soulmate is going through something deeply personal. They could sense there is someone they miss. Someone who feels like home to them, someone who is pulling their heart from afar. That someone is you. My beloved child, what you don't know is that the thought of your location brought them peace during that emotional moment. While they were crying, their mind kept traveling to where you live. They kept imagining your city, your streets, the distance between you, the journey, the moment they will finally stand near you. And that thought didn't scare them, it comforted them. It made them feel like they still have hope, like they still have a future to build, like they still have someone waiting for them. They closed their eyes and imagined stepping into your location. They imagined the air feeling different. They imagined the sky there. They imagined reaching near your house. They imagined the first moment they see you again. And in that imagination, they felt alive. My beloved child, your soulmate's heart understood something that their mind kept denying for too long. Your presence is their healing. Not your words. Not your promises. Not your connection alone. But your physical presence. Your location holds a peace they can't find anywhere else. Your space holds an energy that matches their soul. Your surroundings call their heart like a magnet pulling metal. This is why they are breaking down, because they know they must move toward you. Not later. Not someday. But soon. They can't delay anymore because their soul has reached the limit of distance. Their emotions have reached the limit of separation. Their destiny has reached the limit of waiting. My beloved child, the breakdown they had last night was not a moment of weakness. It was a moment of truth. A moment of clarity. A moment of surrender. A moment of acceptance. They finally admitted to themselves, I love them too much to stay away. I can't keep pretending I am fine. I need to go to them before it's too late. I can't lose them. And this acceptance created a shift in their destiny. When a soulmate reaches emotional truth, timelines move faster, signs become stronger, and events begin unfolding at a speed neither of you could predict. And something else happened after their emotional breakdown. My beloved child, late at night, when everyone around them fell asleep, your soulmate made a silent promise. They looked at the sky, wiped the last tear from their cheek, and said something softly, something only the universe heard, I am coming. And when they said those words, destiny began rearranging itself. Blockages started dissolving. Confusion started clearing. Fears started fading. The universe doesn't wait when someone speaks from the deepest part of their soul. And your soulmate spoke from a place of pain, love, longing, and destiny. They didn't tell anyone. They didn't announce it. They didn't write it down. But the decision has been made in their heart. Your location is calling them. Your presence is healing them. Your connection is guiding them. And their soul is pulling them toward you. My beloved child, you may feel energy shifts suddenly. You may feel they are thinking of you. You may feel your chest tighten or your heart beat faster. You may feel strange emotions out of nowhere. You may feel restless, awake, or emotional without reason. These are not random. These are signs that your soulmate's heart is walking toward you spiritually before they walk physically. Because before the feet move, the soul moves first. And their soul is already at your doorstep. Their physical body is next. My beloved child, understand this, your soulmate is preparing themselves emotionally for the biggest move of their life. They are gathering courage, breaking internal walls, and letting go of fears that kept them stuck for so long. Their breakdown didn't break them, it broke open the door to you. They realize that home is not a building. Home is not a place. Home is not comfort alone. Home is not routine. Home is you. Your energy. Your presence. Your touch. Your voice. Your love. And that is why they are coming. Destiny has already decided the path. Your soulmate is now ready to walk it. And the moment they reach your location, everything will change. My beloved child, this final part carries the truth your heart has been waiting for, the truth that joins everything together, the truth that explains why destiny has been moving so fast, why signs have been appearing everywhere, why your soulmate's emotions have been overflowing, why their heart has been restless, and why your location has become the center of everything. My beloved child, the surprise that is coming toward you is not something ordinary. It is not a small message, not a small gesture, not a simple confession. It is bigger, deeper, more powerful, and far more emotional than anything you have imagined. Your soulmate is about to take a step that will change both of your lives forever. This is not just about love. This is about destiny realigning itself. This is about two souls returning to the path they were always meant to walk together. This is about the universe finalizing something that has been written long before either of you were born. My beloved child, your soulmate is preparing to surprise you in a way that will leave your hands shaking, your heart racing, and your mind unable to process what is happening. Everything they have been feeling, everything they have been hiding, everything they have been planning, all of it is now reaching its final moment. They have made their decision. They have chosen you. They have chosen your location. They have chosen to step into your world. They have chosen to close the distance. They have chosen to end the silence. They have chosen to take a risk driven by love, longing, fear of losing you, and a deep spiritual pull that they cannot ignore anymore. And my beloved child, the universe is supporting their decision. Because when two souls are meant for each other, nothing, not even time, distance, or confusion can separate them forever. Let me tell you what is really happening behind the scenes. Your soulmate is about to travel toward you. Maybe they have already checked routes. Maybe they have already looked at your address. Maybe they have already planned the timing. Maybe they have secretly packed something small. Maybe they have even told someone close to them, "I need to go. I need to see them." Your location is pulling them like gravity. Their heart feels calm when they imagine being near you. Their chest feels light when they imagine walking toward your street. Their eyes feel warm when they imagine seeing you unexpectedly. My beloved child, your soulmate has already visualized the moment they arrive near you, the road, the buildings, the sky in your city, the distance between where they stand and where you are. The moment your eyes meet. The silence that will say everything they've been holding. The first words they will speak. The breath they will take when they realize this is real. This moment is coming. This is not imagination anymore. This is becoming reality. Your soulmate surprise is connected to something they have been hiding for a long time, my beloved child. They have not only become emotional, they have also become brave. Because the fear of losing you has now become bigger than the fear of expressing their truth. There is something they discovered recently about your location. Something that shocked them, something that pushed them harder, something that made them believe that if they delay any longer, they may regret it for the rest of their life. Maybe someone told them something about you. Maybe they saw something. Maybe they heard something. Maybe destiny placed a sign directly in front of them. Whatever it was, it hit their heart like lightning. It made them realize they cannot wait and watch from a distance anymore. They need to come closer. They need to show up. They need to reveal what they feel. They need to stand in front of you and speak the truth they have been carrying silently. My beloved child, your soulmate has been rehearsing this moment in their mind. Not once, but 1,000 times. They have practiced what they will say. They have prepared how they will express their emotions. They have softened their fears. They have made peace with the tears they might shed. They have accepted that this time they cannot hold anything back. Because this time, they are fighting for you. Your soulmate wants to see your real reaction. This is one reason they haven't told you anything in advance. They don't want to text you. They don't want to call you. They don't want to warn you. They want to see the truth in your eyes. They want to see how your face changes. They want to see whether your soul recognizes them the same way theirs recognizes you. They want to see if your heart beats faster, the way theirs does. They want to see whether you still want them, whether you still feel for them, whether you still believe in this connection. This is why they are planning a surprise, not a conversation. Because written words can lie. Voices over the phone can hide emotions. But eyes tell everything. Your soulmate needs to see your eyes. Something in their life is ending, so that something with you can begin. My beloved child, this is a powerful spiritual moment. Your soulmate is completing a painful cycle, a cycle of running, hiding, avoiding, denying, and pretending. They are tired. Their soul is exhausted. Their heart can't carry the weight anymore. Last night's emotional breakdown broke the last barrier inside them. It made them realize, I will lose them if I wait any longer. I will regret this forever if I don't go now. I need them. I love them. This is my destiny. This realization transformed them from uncertain to determined. From afraid to brave. From silent to expressive. From distant to ready to come close. The surprise will come faster than you think, my beloved child. You will not have to wait long. This is not months away. This is not some distant future. This is close, very close. Their energy is already moving. Their mind is already planning. Their heart has already left their current location and started walking toward yours. Your soulmate is preparing to close the physical distance. The emotional distance has already dissolved. Soon, very soon, you will feel it. A shift. A pull. A sign. A vibration. A sudden wave of emotions. You may even get a dream. Or feel restless for no reason. Or feel like someone is calling your name. Or feel their presence around you. These are not illusions. These are signals that destiny is approaching your doorstep. And when the surprise happens, my beloved child, the moment will be unforgettable. You might freeze. You might tremble. Your heart might race. Your eyes might fill with tears. You might not believe it at first. You might feel like everything has stopped. Because when a soulmate finally stands in front of you, the world becomes silent. Time pauses. Breath becomes sacred. And two souls recognize each other without needing words. Your soulmate will look at you and feel one thing: I'm home. And you will feel the same. This moment will heal everything. The pain, the confusion, the distance, the waiting, the separation, the fear, the silence. All of it will melt the moment they stand in front of you. My beloved child, destiny has chosen this moment. And destiny never chooses wrong. Your soulmate is coming. Your location is calling them. Your energy is guiding them. Your love is pulling them. Your silence is whispering to their heart. Your soul is waiting. And soon, your wait will end.